character. Izayoi Makoto Nanaya. The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action! Counter! Rebel 2. Action! Rebel 3. Action!心は本当にまっすぐね、誠。どうかあなたは変わらないでいて。 The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action! Rebel 2. Action! Makoto win!
椿の覚悟はよく分かったよ。でも私にもやらなきゃいけないことがあるんだ。
Hello? Hello? Nah, it's alright. It's just how it is. Hey guys, I'm a bit too loud. Sorry about that. Um, I've only got one channel out. Why is that? Um, there we go. Right. Go for it. We're gonna do some Tekken actually. We are just setting up the console. I'm just doing the quick set of brackets. I'm live at the moment. Do you wanna join me? Do you wanna join me? Just grab one of the headsets over there. Ah, it's fine. It's a casual night, so it doesn't matter. Um, right. Let me just do the brackets for Tekken. Sorry guys, it's been really busy. Fighting Fridays, Night of Fighting, both of them I guess. If anyone wants to know, I'm actually joined by GC Josh. We are just hanging out while we're sorting the stuff out. Does it actually need a start time? Marcus tentative. Let's go. Yeah, sorry it's been a bit quiet. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Um, actually, um, just you could grab one of the fold-up ones from downstairs. Right, add in bulk. But welcome to Fighting Fridays, everyone. It's been a pretty action-packed evening. This is Rail Kana with you. We're currently just setting up some brackets, but we have a ton of stuff on, and we are about to do a Tekken tournament. TOSTY Fujin. So we have an 8-man Tekken 7 bracket, and it's surprisingly busy today actually. Yo. Right, there we go. Awesome. There we go. Brackets almost done. Sorry for the wait, guys. Oh, right. Let me. There you go. Right. Let me go and let the Tekken people know. Just want to do a quick sound test. Because you might need to hold it down for a minute while I get people. Alright, you should be muted, but you should be okay now.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. How do I sound? Oh, I can hear myself now.
Hey,
Yeah, that sounds clear as hell.
My voice is proper deep.
That sounds clear as hell. I need to
Right.
get myself one of these headsets.
Oh, they're only 150.
They're only 150.
Cheapest you're gonna get, to be honest with you. You can get one of these actually. These only cost about 40.
Okay, where did you?
But these Phantom Power. So.
Ah, yeah,
No,
you know.
Phantom Power is fine as long as you want to get it.
Yeah.
It's taking a bit anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself temporarily.
All right, nobody, no worries. That is the chat.
Is there a Tekken 7 tournament?
Yeah, we're just literally waiting for the Tekken guys to set up. That's what. Well, that's what I've been informed by Ben. I'm not actually a part of this event. I'm another organizer, but I just came down and then getting involved. He was just asking if there's a Tekken tournament going on. I just said we're waiting for the players.
Yeah, I'm just taking a quick screenshot of the bracket because I have forgotten that that's what I needed to give people.
Well, I'm gonna respond to what I see in the chat. I'll leave my introduction.
It's actually on 2 different stream channels actually.
Oh really? Yeah. What, oh snap! What are the
It's on the Fighters and the NGI.
He's on the Fighitng and NGI. Okay, cool. Let me post that. Post that on Twitter. Oh, pardon me. Let me see. Let me grab the chat. Putting that on Twitter. Chilling with the guys at Fighting Fridays, NGI events, East London FGC. Blatant.
I will retweet that as well. Right. We have our first match is coming up.
So wait, is the challenge link on your Twitter? I want to have a look at the bracket.
No, I could put it up now actually. There we go. It's all up. Yes, but it's kind of crap.
My 4G is barely holding up, but I think I can navigate the socials.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it does get a bit wonky. Not going to lie.
If it works, it works.
I am just trying to find my Steam controller.
The overlay looks nice. The overlay looks really nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Basically, a friend of mine, Zero Nero, he does all of our graphics. So I basically just took his graphics and just changed it up.
Okay.
He might actually murder me when he finds out what I've done to it. So.
Well, when he sees the people that the amount of people watching his work, well, his work remixed, pretty sure it might be appreciated.
I hope so. Inglass is playing on player one. Inglass. So much stuff. Mark, come off it. I'm actually not signing into Skype, so he'll have to Discord me if he's angry.
If he wants to reach you, he will persevere.
He will turn up, don't worry. Right. While they go through the terms and conditions, look, man, introduce yourself and speak about what you do.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua. I am the tournament organizer for Cyclical Gaming. You may or you may not have heard of us. I feel like I could have done an intro like you know that guy in The Simpsons. Hi, my name is. You may know me from. But yeah, I'm a London-based tournament organizer. Let me not get my tongue twisted. And just another organizer like NGI East London. Putting on competitions for the community, raising awareness in the UK scene, and growing the FGC day by day.
That's what it's all about.
Is this the part where I say like? Nah, to be honest, I can leave the socials for later. Should I slap
No,
them
you
all
can
in?
do it if you want. It's fine.
Well, our socials are Cyclical Gaming. That is a CYCLICAL Gaming. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but the name is the same across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Twitter being our main page, and you can follow us for all information relating to events that we do. And yeah, nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you, Ben.
Yes,
Glad to be here.
It's good to meet you too. I've been wanting to go on the events for a while, but my timetable is really quite messed up. So it's really hard to pull myself away from it. So the fact that you came here is like, okay, fair enough.
We all got to meet one day. London's a small place.
You say that. I've been to a lot smaller places. What's that? Yeah, I'm ready. Go for it. Yeah. So I just got given a heads up. Do you want to start? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell him.
When you're this busy and you're handling everything, it's easy to forget a couple of things.
Nah, it's true.
So who we got going first?
We've got Inglass on the left, and we've got Arsene Gabenga.
Arsene Benga, my guy. He's come to a couple of Tekken tournaments that we've done before when we were doing them in Belong Stratford. We haven't really touched on Tekken for a while, but yeah, I should know some of these guys that are here. I'm not a Tekken player myself, but I have been playing it on and off. In fact, I started trying to use keyboard as of last night.
Oh, keyboard?
Yeah, because I'm tempted to get a hitbox, but I don't want to just throw the money at it straight away.
It's expensive.
It is expensive, but it's similar. It's a similar control scheme to the keyboard. So, let me get used to the keyboard first, see if I'm really into it, and if I'm quite invested in it, then a hitbox will be worth the purchase.
Yeah.
I myself, I'm a Mortal Kombat player.
Oh yeah, I noticed when you were saying, yeah man, is there a Mortal Kombat tournament? And I was like, fair enough.
I did see you guys talk about, depending on how many people you have here, then that's the tournament.
Yeah, it's the reason why we do that is to save energy and makes it so that we don't have like a 5-person tournament and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I've had some of those in the past, and I just ended up doing. If I get less than 8, I just end up doing a round robin.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to have enough just to extend the time and have enough content for the night. Otherwise, you end up with a really short stream. And
Yeah, no,
like
exactly. But at the end of the day, it's 8 people is enough so people can come in and out, and gives it a bit of flexibility.
and you get no buys.
Yeah, and you get no buys, yeah, which is the main thing. So that loud crash was actually first strike. But yeah, this is Ingles is taking the first round. It's been a while since I've commentated Tekken. Like the last time I did was when we were back at EXP in the giant warehouse in the back. That was the
Okay.
last time I was commentating.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it's over a year ago now.
Oh wow. You're probably still. Don't worry. You probably still be more analytical than me.
I wouldn't say that. I guess the only benefit from actually being a streamer is the fact that you get to listen to all of the commentators commentate about Tekken.
Yeah, that's true.
So that in itself is actually quite important. So listening to Pun Life, K-Wiss and all the other guys just talk constantly sort of gives you a few pointers.
You pick up on things. You pick up on like the things that kind of they point out. You know, like I was doing. I've started doing an online kind of weekly small tournament. Not really a tournament. Well, it's a tournament, but it's like a matcherino thing. I've started doing it for Mortal Kombat, and my first one was last week, and I was commentating by myself, and boy, was it bland. Was it bland?
It's really difficult to carry a stream on your own.
Yeah.
It's not easy. But at the end of the day, like sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah, if you can deliver what you're trying to put on, then you make do with what you've got. So Arsene Wenger started off losing the first round, but he's now 2 up. He's going to close this off. Okay, we have 2-2 now. I like Armor King. I can't say I prefer Armor King to normal King, because I'm not really aware of the differences, but Armor King just has that look.
Yeah, Armor King is interesting because he used to have a lot of tools that normal King didn't, but then King in this game inherited a lot of his tools. So they've brought him back, but at that point I stopped paying attention to Tekken. So
fair enough.
I'm not too sure on what's new about him or what changes they've made and stuff. That's not me saying that like I don't like Tekken. I'm just saying that at that point I didn't need to pay attention to it as much.
Yeah. I mean, it's been up for a while. I mean, you can still find Tekken 7 videos dating back to like years ago. Like the game's been out for a long time.
I remember when the game that was being played was like Tekken 4, like in tournament. Those were the days. I'm just saying.
See, I wasn't even aware that not before esports kind of blew up in itself, but like 10 years ago, I was following games, but I didn't really know that there was a tournament scene like that. You know, even underground, to be honest.
There was a massive scene for it.
I mean, I do know, before anyone tries to kill me in this chat, I do know that FGC has been running for years and years.
No, but it's true, because to put it this way, my first tournament was Battle of Destiny. And that was when I was 15.
So even Tenrai has been doing tournaments for that long?
Tenrai wasn't a TO at that point. That was back when the Denton brothers. And it was Bulletproof and Golden Gunman and them.
Okay.
So, but I remember I entered CVS2 for that tournament.
CVS.
Capcom vs SNK2. So
Okay.
that game is a shit show.
So that's SNK is Soul Calibur. No, not Soul Calibur. Sorry,
King of
Samurai
Fighters.
Showdown, King of Fighters. Yeah. Oh my days. I'm really not gonna be doing myself favors with these wrong guesses.
No, it's fine. And to be honest with you, don't play that game. That game's bust up.
Samurai Showdown or CVT?
CVS2.
Oh, CVS. Oh, okay.
Only if you really hate yourself, play that game.
Fair enough. What happened to Marvel vs. Capcom?
It was never really popular outside the US. Even in Japan didn't do so well. So.
Fair enough. I mean,
But it's a good game in its own right. So.
I mean, if we're talking FGC titles, Tekken it is really up there.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting actually, because you never would it's really weird saying that when you look at like Tekken from like 5 years ago, sort of
Okay.
thing. It didn't have that sort of surge that it did now, which is interesting because I actually did when I was living in Japan, I actually did a research paper into arcade scenes,
Okay.
and Tekken 7 had the most amount of female players across all fighting games.
Really?
Yeah, it's because it's quite a diverse game. It's easy to get into, but it's not as hard to master as, say, VF, for example,
Yeah.
where VF had a ridiculously tall
Skill ceiling.
yeah.
But how about the entry point? Would you say the entry point was pretty low?
It seems so, but it's very clunky at intro level.
Okay. Well, we're eager to see what the. Oh no, you're talking about Virtual Fighter. I'm eager to see what King of Fighters, the next King of Fighters is gonna do.
Oh, awesome. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, yeah. It's super casual. Yeah, I want. You want?
Venga, the US. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. Venga lost 2-1.
2-1. Oh, it was 2-0. I wasn't paying attention. Holy shit. Let me swap those guys up. Because those guys came together.
Yeah, I should have said that.
That's fine. But, hey, look, man, it's super casual tonight. I should turn off my mic so you can first stop talking.
Just me.
It's supposed to be like a proper casual session, so don't worry about it. There's a chance to test stuff. Yeah. Hassan! Screen start, please. Yeah, player 1. Please. Screen start, player 2. I know, because I've been talking 2 weeks.
What's going on here?
Hassan, make sure you're player 1. It's actually surprising.
Someone's only one stream sets, and we've got 2.
Well, my second laptop is here, so I can do the second one. And I've got my portable kit. It's just not plugged in. It's not really good.
I think you had 2 people there. You were both shouting down at the back.
But I couldn't do both things.
No. I was probably surprised.
One last, gonna go find the chat.
Go on to that side there.
There is a headset over there. You can grab it.
Well, literally down there.
It's on the table.
Yeah. One table.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Connect it up. Yes. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's so far away. I was like, it's just connected up.
If you go to your you're supposed to be sitting over there.
Yeah.
Probably catching a stream set. It's just that one to 2.
That monitor works.
There you go.
It's not set up because I'm actually talking to Josh. So it just happened to be that we all hang around.
There you go.
I mean, if the second one comes up, then I might have to give up this headset.
Nice, man.
You got super get it.
Online, try now.
Yeah, no, it works fine. Yep, I can hear you. Sounds good.
You know my mic was on this whole time.
I know. I left you on.
Oh, okay, cool.
There we go. Now I'm on.
Oh, this audio mix. I wonder how much
Oh
that cost.
boy, I see.
130. Not that much.
Oh,
Like, it's seriously not that much.
okay.
I definitely recommend it, though.
We're about to
Serious
see
use.
some mix-ups here now.
Right. Got Fleezus as well.
See, I feel sorry for the Lio player because playing Lai is never fun.
I could imagine.
I was playing a Lai online the other day and it's such a nightmare. Like you just don't know what we're gonna do. It's like we're drunk the whole time.
I was just about to say that as well.
It's a mix of like alcohol and cocaine, and you don't know we don't know what's hitting stronger. Like
Is it? I'll compare it to like what's that fight scene in Naruto? Is it Kimimaro versus?
oh
Rocky?
yeah. No, I get that. Yeah.
Just couldn't tell what he was gonna do. He's completely reacting on impulse.
Yeah, no, most of the time I literally just go back and I just wait for them to make a mistake so I can hop kick.
Isn't that how you play Tekken in general?
Yeah, pretty much. But sometimes I'm more in your face and hop kicking. But in Wolf Lay, I just wait.
I must have been seeing. I was watching. I think Knee versus JDCR. I was watching that yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it was a 2017 tournament. I think Knee was playing Feng.
Yeah.
And JDCR was playing Dragunov. Or was it the other way around?
This is a wild back. If Knee's playing Feng, holy shit. Yeah.
And I just saw there was just a whole lot of Korean backdashing and stuff.
Yeah.
And he just caught a big whiff, hop kick, and the round was just
makes a
gone
big
from there.
difference. Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, honestly, that's all you need. If you can space well and get that hop kick in, get that launch in, it makes all the difference.
Who do you play in Tekken?
I'm a Claudia player.
Oh, okay.
So literally, the hop kicking isn't a meme. That's literally my playstyle. I'm like legitimately the scrubbiest Claudia in UK. I have easily the most weirdest setups, but at the same time,
if it works, it works.
Exactly. Yeah. No. That's
works.
exactly. And I think that's the whole point of play. If it works, it works. You can do so much crazy stuff. But like, yeah, that just caused a massive whiff. He just went down on the floor.
And that is, he's the kind of character. Lei is the kind of character that can get into someone's head, even if the player itself isn't trying to troll you.
Yeah.
You just see him laying down, and you're thinking, "The hell are you doing? Like, come take this damage."
Yeah.
And then he just hits you with something unexpected.
If you're not used to actually countering Lei, you're gonna have a bad time because he can just play against you so well. There's so many like scrub killer strats that Lei can't do. It's a bit crazy.
I mean, when it comes to Tekken, I'll call myself a casual. I did play Tekken growing up, but I never really kind of put any sort of practice into it. It was more like, it was just fun.
Yeah.
I was, I didn't know the buttons, so I was one of the guys who you pick Steve Fox, you go claw grip, and you just spam one and two.
Yeah, exactly.
To get the punches.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. That's one thing I've realized now. Like, when you play around casuals, you're so used to hearing someone saying stop doing the same move, or you're playing cheap and stuff.
Stop spamming, etc.
Yeah, stop spamming. But then I watch pro competitions and I see projectiles being spammed like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's no such thing as cheap in the FGC. If it works, it works. You gotta get all the damage that you can.
If it's a competitive scene, you gotta do what you gotta do. Just make it work. Play your game.
And if it's something that you don't like, but you encounter a lot, surely you would have come up with a strategy against
Get in the lab. Get that lab time.
Get in the lab.
It fixed out. Yeah, no, you're completely right. I literally cannot deny it. It's 100% spot on. You just got to get in the lab. If you dislike something, get on the lab.
There's one thing knowing how to play the game yourself, but you also an important part is knowing how to punish things as well.
Yeah.
So you could be good at the game and you can still get hit by, let's say, if you're playing Mortal Kombat, a Liu Kang that's just spamming forward.
Yeah. If you don't have the game knowledge itself, yeah, you can be bad. You can have all the spacing in the world, but if you're pressing buttons when you're not supposed to, you're gonna die.
Yeah, for real. Oh, see, I thought he would have at least balanced the life with that low parry. I was expecting some insane works to come from that. Unfortunate drop, but we start the next round. We move.
No, we've seen Delay here really take it out. Like he's using every single trick that he can use. And kind of unfortunate for Robert here. I think he's trying to go off.
Oh, he thought he was getting a whiff and he got confused. I did.
Yeah, trust me, playing against Lei, I think even the Lei himself gets confused.
Oh, the real estate has changed completely.
Oh my god, that could have been so damaging.
That would have been killer.
Yeah, if you got a launch punish, that would have been over. Wolf Rage,
yeah, that's
done, yeah.
Sent one half at one wall and we took it all the way to the other side.
Yeah. But yeah, against Lei, you really got to be careful with your spacing, and you got to be really aware of the moves you can throw against him. If he plays dead, you need a quick mid or low that will hit him while he's on the ground. It's really, really important.
But I imagine that would usually take some sort of practice in order to kind of get used to reacting in time, since he can pop back up really quickly.
Yeah, that's
probably
part
get a counter hit.
I think you really gotta like check what moves hit, because obviously for every card is different. Like some cards is maybe like Claudio back 3 hits. But a lot of, let's say, down forward ones, which are the fastest mids the characters can use, they just one hit. So you really do just got to practice, and we're seeing a switch to Katarina now.
I mean, if Lei's on the ground, right? Okay, I was, like I said, I picked up Tekken yesterday just to I wanted to get used to keyboard. I started playing with keyboard, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed that I started playing Kazuya. I know some characters in Tekken, they have moves that they can stamp on someone on the ground.
Yeah.
are they considered in that state, for example, when Lei goes on the ground voluntarily, or is it only on the knockdown?
You should be, depending on how many frames you have. I think if he goes on the ground in front of you, you should be able to stomp him. But I'm not sure. I would have to check how fast stomp is, because generally you can get something between 13 to like 14, 15 frames.
Oh, so you can do the stomp even if they're not on the ground. You can still do the.
You can do it. A lot of cards. I think a lot of cards can do it.
Okay.
Like I know Huarang, I think, can still do it. But it depends. Some cards can only do when someone else is on the ground, but some cards have the stomp just all the time anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, because switch to Katarina, very different character here, really. Not as many mix-ups, but still some, and a lot easier in terms of like just sort of all the moves you have to remember even. A simpler game plan and a lot of damage as well.
I just call Katarina Mummy Long Legs.
Yo, you know, I'm not wrong. It's pretty spot on. And with the low player, I just staying pretty patient, not really getting hit by the mix-ups, and then really putting the pressure back up.
He seems to definitely have his fundamentals on point.
Yeah, no, and I think the Leo player has really been. Oh my god,
big
the
whiff.
neutral jump!
Big whiff.
This is some next level
He
stuff.
drops it though.
Yeah, still wall pressure coming up. Nice interrupt. Harry
get that
stands
mix
4.
up.
Oh boy, both in
Balance
race
it
now.
out. Oh, and it's done.
If in doubt, hop kick and just one round away now from taking it.
See, in that situation, I'm such a scrub. I would
Oh
have done
my
a
God.
rage drive knowing I got armor.
He just snake edged, started the round. Oh my god. My man's
Jesus
got
Christ.
balls
oh
of
my days,
steel.
look at this. Is this going to be a perfect?
This is a surely. Yeah, there we go.
7 gold letters. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, closes it out, but still 2 more rounds to go. He's still hanging on by the thread.
What have I missed?
Is it best to? Is it first to 3?
No, it's 2 out of 3.
2? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nice, gets the blow. Nice amount of damage.
Can he balance the rounds out and go for final round height?
See, the great thing about Leo matchup, for example, against Claudio, you can just hop kick anytime she does back 1-4, you just hop kick after the first hit and you win.
If in doubt, hell sweep.
This is over. Yeah, that's
it.
the kill, yeah. Even if he didn't rage out, if he rage drived, he would get a re-wall splat on the wall. So that's over either way.
Provided he doesn't drop it.
Yeah, provided he don't drop it.
But I
think
mean-
rage drive would have almost killed anyway. So that's
Pixel
you know.
health, you reckon?
Huh?
Pixel health, you reckon?
Maybe, yeah. It would have been very close, yeah. But no, like, there's a lot of adaptation. The Leo player, just the warm-up that happened throughout the game. Second, third game, he just sort of stomped. Even with the Katarina pick, just a pretty decent performance, really. That's nice. It's nice to see characters like Lei picked because it's such an interesting character to watch. He's crazy to play against, but he's so much fun to watch.
I keep getting little. Listen, I've normally, you know, I have no shame. I keep getting Leo mixed up, and I keep thinking it's a girl, and then I get reminded it's a boy.
The thing is, it's a girl in Japan, it's a boy in Europe.
Why?
In Japan, they use female honorifics for her.
Why?
So it's a weird because especially it's weird because every other female character has a bikini custom. Leo doesn't, and Leo has a beard custom. Leo in Tekken 7 has a beard custom, but in Japan they refer to her as her.
It's weird. It's weird.
I think in Tekken 6 is a bit different. I think it was meant to be a her. And then things changed, and now everyone is just confused.
Oh my god.
So people just go along with what they believe the gender to be.
I mean, I kind of like. It's a bit of a pet peeve of mine, like across anything like anime, games, and stuff. Like, you know, for example, Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Kurapika.
Yeah.
It took me about 40 episodes to get used to the fact that it's a boy. Like I knew it was a boy, but it didn't stick with me.
One of my favorite anime/game characters is Naoto Shirogane from Persona 4.
Yeah.
And I like her even better because you find out.
Wait, it's a her.
You serious?
No,
That's
it
the
was a
joke.
her.
I think he's playing.
I'm not kidding. I'm not actually kidding. I never realized.
It's her.
I don't play enough anime. I didn't realize.
Spoiler alert.
The game's almost older than me.
I didn't realize. What the hell?
Oh my days. You know, Persona, everyone kind of mentions.
Oh, no, wait. No, actually, no, I didn't realize. I was thinking of a different Naruto. But no, I still didn't realize. Yeah,
You still
sorry,
didn't
go on.
know?
No, I didn't realize. I've hit people with that setup in like BB tag where you get the unblockable insta. No, sorry, not unblockable, but you get the insta kill. But I still didn't realize it's a her.
Oh my
You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. I mean, I've pretty much. How different is Persona to Persona Arena?
Very.
Persona's an RPG.
Persona's an RPG turn-based JRPG, so it's pretty different.
Fair enough.
Let's just say the rumors is that Naruto actually has the biggest bust out of all of the characters in Persona. If you've played the RPG, there's a scene that plays where they're in the medical facility,
Yeah.
and it takes their measurements, and Rize looks at it and she's like, what? And then Naruto takes it and rips it apart.
Oh my
Jesus.
And Rize's like, this can't be.
Around here we call that fan service.
Bruv,
Hey, as long as it's good fan service, you know, no one's complaining.
You know, I think fan service has its places.
No,
You know,
it generally does.
Fan service has definitely killed some animes for me, like Fairy Tail. I was an avid watcher of Fairy Tail until I saw the amount of fan service in season 2, and I had to drop it. There was too much boob.
yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's I'm like when I watched Fairy Tail, I was so into the characters. So for example, like Erza, right? To me, she was just a badass warrior who wants some. Do not mess with me. Do you know what I mean? And then in season 2, I'm seeing boobs jiggle every scene.
The
It's
problem is anime.
anime.
Gotta make that money somehow, innit? Gotta get the animation budget filled out.
You gotta get more viewers. That ultimately you gotta do. Again, nothing is cheap. If it works, it works. I guess.
Precisely. You gotta hustle somehow, innit?
Oh wow.
How did that
Also,
work?
what Benga? What? Benga playing Armor King as well here?
You gotta love the unintentional
Yeah, he
side
was
switch.
playing Armored King in Winners.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
Man's trying stuff
he
out.
almost
I like
lost that. He almost lost that. There was no punish there. And that was a sidestep as well, if I saw correct.
Oh, doesn't convert. I'm pretty sure he can convert off that. Oh, nice
Yeah,
break.
me.
I think that seemed like a very lucky break. Nice, low drop kick.
Every time I see Benga, he's playing a different character. The first Tekken event of mine he attended, he was playing Miguel. Then he played Negan when he came out. And then now I'm seeing Armor King.
He's the thing is, it's interesting because in tournaments he always sticks to Miguel, but you occasionally do see the like Negan come out or like the Armor King or occasionally Shaheen, but it's very, very like.
Oh, so he's definitely
situational.
familiar with the characters that he's
He's got
picking. Then.
multiple characters. He's been playing Negan and Miguel since I've seen him.
Miguel, he's played since I've known him. Like literally, since I've joined Elf, he's been playing Miguel. Even before I played Claudia, he's been playing Miguel. So it's been a while, and I've been playing Claudia for just under 2 years at this point. Like 3-4 months after Tekken came out, I picked up Claudio.
Whenever you say 3 or 4 months till Tekken comes out, I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. And then I keep remembering, oh yeah, console release. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
used
wish I played an arcade because
You-
Claudio
no,
was
no,
so strong.
To be fair, the arcade version was proper whack. Like you wouldn't like the arcade version.
Claudio was buffed up. I don't mind.
No,
I
that
would've been
game
fine.
was seriously whack.
I've heard rumors. I've heard stories of how whack it was, but at the same time, I play BB Tag on the side.
No, but like that, Tekken 7 is actually whack. Like it's so whack. Arcade owners have had buyer's remorse on the original Tekken 7. It's that bad. There's a reason why Fated Retribution came out so quickly.
No, in that case, I'm not surprised. And I mean, we're seeing season 3 in like a week and a half or something like that at this point.
Yeah, it's
September.
They had to do a lot to improve Tekken 7 from the original arcade release. And the thing is, it was expensive as well. It was 15 grand a unit.
Yeah.
And when you're an arcade owner in Japan, you need like 4 or 5 of them. So
Yeah.
it's
Whoa.
a good almost 80 grand of investment.
Yeah.
And then the Fatal Retribution is a 5 grand hard drive upgrade per cab, and you need 2 for a cab.
Yeah. Holy
So
cow.
it's expensive.
That is for an
How come,
arcade
they need,
machine.
how come they need
Jesus.
2 for each cab? Is it like a
Because-
backup or?
One of the ways that Bandai Namco make you spend more money with this game is that you need to buy now 2 individual cabs for one setup.
Oh, I see.
Practices like that.
Hey,
Yeah, so it's similar to how Nesco system works now.
Yeah.
So, but most people had them anyway because of Tekken Tag 2,
Yeah.
but the hardware, internal hardware is completely different.
I see. Okay. Yeah, but at the same time, I guess this is partially probably not helping with the fact that arcades are slowly dying. Even we had obviously Green Arcade closed down fairly recently. Still, it's only like half a year, I think, which is big. I mean, Green Arcade was massive.
Yeah, and the thing is that like the arcade industry itself it caves in on itself. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, the big guys, which are Bandai Namco, Taito, Sega, Konami, you can't really buy cabs anymore. You have to rent them, and then you have to pay the network service, the yen service fee, insurance, other sort of stuff. So you don't own anything. It's always a continuous amount of money
As
going
a
out.
subscription service of
Yeah,
sorts. Yeah.
and the subscription service ends up being more than it is to just buy the cab.
Yeah.
That's where businesses are moving nowadays, isn't it? You know, services
Yeah,
rather
it's-
than
it's-
just
It's pretty bad.
flat selling.
Games as a service is becoming a very scary thing.
Everything as a service, even that's what Microsoft are doing
Oh,
with
yeah,
Windows
even
as well.
Windows,
Windows
yeah.
as a service is like, ugh. What happened to the days where I could literally buy something and it's mine? You know?
I mean, Photoshop with Adobe moving into the creative cloud thing a few years ago, like it's everywhere. It makes more sense in terms of long term.
But you look at
But
the
it sucks for
price.
everyone else.
Yeah, it sucks for the consumer because you look at the prices of, for example, Photoshop, and
Yeah.
it's like £600-700 for it. And then when you're upgrading, it's like, oh yeah, if you own the previous one, you get a discount by what, like 100? Still,
But now I think now it's even worse because you don't even get to buy the separate software. You have to buy the Creative Cloud.
yeah, and it's
Like even if you don't need all of it, you might end up having to buy all of it.
that. And when you're like doing it by yourself, you know, not to expose anyone's practices, but you know, people, they get around how they get around. But when you're
Yeah.
a business, you can't really.
You can't get
Oh,
away
but
with
you
getting on that pirate base.
Yeah, it's like, for example, WinRAR. Who pays for WinRAR? But businesses have to.
Yeah, no, that's true. But the thing is, the way you get around the WinRAR thing is the fact that WinRAR is only really needed for RAR files. If you keep it as a zip file, which doesn't compress as much, you can still do it for free because Microsoft
Yeah,
unzips
you
it
still on
anyway.
Windows, yeah.
Linux does it. Pretty much any operating system does
We
it.
should get 7-zip. Does 7-zip have a license?
Yeah,
as,
the
business?
7-zip, you can get free 7-zip one, but I'm assuming businesses would probably get into another territory.
Yeah.
But overall, the point stands. Like, there's so much subscription.
Subscription everywhere.
Subscription models are prominent.
They realize that there's money in everyone's paychecks at the end of the month. So let's just cash in on that rather than a one-time fee.
Yeah, in a way, it can make sense. Like, sometimes, like maybe you don't have the full amount to pay for a game
Yeah.
or for a service, etc. So it makes sense to get in for that subscription. Oh, I'll pay this month, less this month, less this month, less this month.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're paying more.
Yeah. I think if you're going to do subscription, it just depends on, like, if you're, for example, renting a game,
Yeah.
you just aim to complete the game and be fully satisfied with the game that you played before the money you're spending becomes more than what you would pay for the game originally. So, like, for example, if you rent like a game, for example, if you rent like God of War or Dark Souls, you're definitely going to end up paying more than you would have originally because that game you are not coming off it for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I think if it's a way to support the developers, I think a lot of people would actually end up doing this anyway. For example, if Tekken 7 had a subscription, I would wholeheartedly, hand on heart, I would pay for that subscription easily from the start since the game came out, and I'll continue paying it for years because I love the game. I love what the developers do.
That's what
I
you
love
already.
the community.
Okay, that's the. I was about to ask you.
But that's different because we all have like fighting games wise. Obviously, we're involved in community. We're committed to those games.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. There's a difference between saying that I would pay for it because I'm already here, and saying that I'll pay for it because I'll be happy to constantly support.
Yeah.
Like every cycle.
Yeah. There's a big difference for sure, and being happy to pay for a service is nice, but being like actually wanting to support a service is a big difference. Sure, both amount to relatively the same thing financially, but it makes a big difference, which is why, like, I do commentary, I do like ABRTO and stuff, and I do my best to help out the community as much as I can. But as much as I can financially, I don't mind helping out. If Namco releases stuff, even if it's cosmetics, even if I don't use the cosmetics, I'll probably get them anyway. just, you know, throw that money their way. Hopefully the devs get some bread. Hopefully they get some more work done when they can. And, you know, I just want to take a real. Pretty much like anything I play. Tekken 7, even Arxis. Pretty much, I'll buy any game Arxis produces.
Oh yeah.
Because I want them to grow.
I'm getting Guilty Gear.
Oh, Guilty Gear for sure.
I'm getting Guilty
I'm not
Gear.
even questioning it.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Daisuke, just do your shit. I believe.
Oh my days. Like,
Do you know what? It'll be interesting because everyone is excited for Guilty Gear, and as someone that's overseen like that anime games in the past few years, Rev 2 was not well liked. Like, balance. Johnny basically
Johnny's
is
ran the game.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they've learned from Rev 2, basically.
There's some interesting news walking around about how they apparently want to simplify the game. But again, that's the statement Daisuke made was very interesting. It could really mean a lot of things.
Was it fan translated or was it?
I think it was over his account, but I'm not fully sure.
I think pretty much like you can expect the kind of same, not the same, but a similar way to how like Dragon Ball Z is. It's quite easy to get into, but there's a lot that you can pick up, because I've played Dragon Ball Z a fair amount and I can pull off, you know, combos and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I see these Dragon Ball Z players and, you know, they'll do a combo with me and I'm thinking, okay, cool, I'm gonna get a hard knockdown. Now it's time for wake up, and they call in an assist and it's a whole nother combo. And it's like, I'm there for another 2 minutes. I'm like, right, is this much more
Actually,
to it?
The thing is that it's weird people say simplify, because BB Tag was simplified. And
BB
that
Tag is
game,
very simple.
yeah,
I'll never
that
touch
game
that game.
is actually a clown fiesta.
I will never touch that game again.
That game's actually a mess.
I don't touch the game competitively, but man, do I have so much fun playing it casually. It is a fun game casually.
It's super complex in terms of the way the game mechanics work, and even
The
Guilty
tag
Gear-
system is actually really good on that game.
Yeah, and even in Zard, because if you compare Zard to Accent Core,
Yeah.
that game is heavily simplified based on execution.
Yeah.
But because of the way the YRC works, it makes matchups a lot more difficult. And also, in the original version of the game, you couldn't tech throws.
Wait,
Don't know
what?
You couldn't tech throws in the original
Wait,
Zard.
inside?
Yeah, inside you couldn't tech throws.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I only really like start playing other people when I go into Revelator.
Yeah, and in Revelator they added throw tech.
Oh my god.
Because you can imagine in the original sign.
I can imagine the fucking Kai mix-ups already.
Yes, but the thing is, you wouldn't even go for that. Like, for example, if you see someone press a button, you could, or if you see them not do anything, you could jab YRC and then throw. Because you gotta remember, YRC eats inputs.
Yeah.
So.
You see, when I was playing Guilty Gear at a young age, I was not this technical. Guilty Gear was my first fighting game. That's why I have a natural affinity to anime fighters.
Yeah.
You know, when Fighter Z came out, even though I'd been at that point, I'd pretty much put my soul into Mortal Kombat 9 and onwards, so I was pretty much NRS from then on. But seeing the new Guilty Gear that's coming out, I'm hoping I'm gonna get back into it proper, because now I'm more clued up on fighting games. I'm more clued up on, you know, the mechanics, the technicalities behind it, the stuff that people look for, you know,
the theory and everything.
Yeah.
It's that if you want to learn about Guilty Gear, you might as well play Zard Rev 2, because even between the last, say, 4 Guilty Gears, the mechanics haven't changed drastically that much. How to do them has been simplified, but the mechanics have barely changed.
The thing is, I wouldn't say it's more needing to learn Guilty Gear, more that now I know about the what people think about when they play these games competitively, the stuff that they look for in terms of practicing and kind of stuff. I can now get into fighting games at a different angle, as opposed to just going there and thinking, okay, cool. Like, for example, when I'm playing Mortal Kombat now, and I've been practicing Jackie Briggs for the past 2 weeks, and I've only now just kind of grasped the concept of, if my hit gets blocked, I give up my turn. Whereas before, I'll get blocked, I'll continue trying to poke, and I'm wondering why am I getting counter hit. You know what I mean? So now that I'm aware of those things and, you know, frame data and stuff like that, and O-key and all that sort of stuff, I can now kind of pick up a fighting game and have a good chance to have a good starting point. Definitely.
It does make a big difference. I mean, I had a friend where he introduced me to games, and purely because now I understand the sort of fighting game theory a lot better than I used to, especially because I commentate and I get to see players much better than me play. It helps a lot of understanding for games. I beat him on games he introduced me to purely based on like fighting game fundamentals. It's a really interesting thing to play around, but it's it's crazy because I started on Tekken, and I after Tekken I've sort of moved on. When I actually played fighting games, I moved on to Guilty Gear and stuff, so it was interesting. But right, I need to get on stream. I will be back, hopefully.
See you then. Good luck in your match.
Fun Life is gone to go play his match.
You know what I did with that tweet?
What?
I did. This is something I find very annoying.
What?
I will tweet something, and I will read over it, and I'll be like, "Yep, cool, that's fine." I'll tweet it out. Then I look at the tweet,
What'd you do?
and I've missed out. So you know, I said chilling with the guys.
Yeah.
If you read the tweet, it just says chilling the guys.
Blatant.
Blatant. I've literally just responded under it saying with.
I respect.
I always do this. It's crazy. But it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. I'm glad I came down today.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you. It's not very often we have more people come down, to be honest.
I feel like, in terms of, doing things for the community, I feel like a lot more can be achieved when, like, I just want to meet tournament organizers all over the UK, and not even just on like an opportunity thing of just kind of, meeting people, getting to know them, and just building a network, because then, we can share ideas. We can, the same way, for example, you and Elf are collaborating on this, and then people that are looking at this are like, okay, cool, you have fans from NGI, fans from Elf, joint event, and you can put on an even better event because of it,
Yeah, the thing is that, like, it's weird. The problem with me personally is that I've been around way too long. Like, that is actually my problem. So,
but why is that a bad thing?
Because some things jade you, and it makes it really difficult to understand why things are the way they are. So, like, and the thing is, I'm very of a certain way of doing things, and that has come into issue several times. Like, for example, I don't get on along with the guys at Red Bull Gaming Sphere.
Okay.
Like, it's absolutely a no-go area. So, like,
I'm not going to ask you to go into that, but I'd be interested to hear it.
Oh no, I'll tell you, it's fine. I've made it public knowledge. Why?
Okay.
Because it's more of a forewarning to other people that work. So, for example, when Revolver got moved here, that was because of them.
Okay. Oh yeah, you used to be Revolver at Red Bull, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you the whole story about that after.
Yeah.
But Fun Life has actually decided to play games, so he's come with the
Claudia, who was talking about.
Yeah, I think he's kind of tipsy as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, how many beers have the guys been having around here?
Apparently, he's been drinking before he came, so
okay.
I have no idea. He is back
I mean,
on
he's
the
about to
weekend.
take a no-round brown right there.
Exactly. The power of the alcohol.
Power of the alcohol, the sake. He's channeling his inner Rock Lee.
Oh boy, don't tell him that. Ooh, nice frame trap. See, the thing is, I remember Claudio got a lot
Jesus
of hate
Christ. Yep. 7 gold
because of his hop
letters.
kicks. So from what I could tell, the design team have moved him away from that and given him a lot better fundamentals, so he can now start doing this, basically. Ooh, nice.
Is this another 7 gold? Oh, Jesus
wow.
Christ. Wow.
And that's what happens when you stop caring.
Oh, my days. What is going on? What is
see that
going
neutral
on?
hop kick?
Jesus Christ. To the wall again. No way.
Wow. Convincing.
He just upgraded the no-round browns. Perfect. All the way.
That was the end. That was the end of that.
And he was talking about, oh, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully, I might be back. He's coming back already. Look at this.
Oh, what the
Prepare for the ego.
Do you know what? I'm not even saying anything.
Just clap. Just clap for him. Just clap for him. that was quick.
I feel really bad because I wanted to get back. I wanted to get back in comms, right? But I did not expect to get triple perfect.
That was that was quick. Wow.
I feel really bad. It never feels good to get triple perfect unless it's someone you really dislike.
Well, then the only thing to say to them is to get good. I mean, you were paying the Leo player high compliments before, and then you literally just come and do that.
Yeah. The thing is, like, one of my close friends, someone I'm living with possibly in a few months, plays Leo.
Oh wow! So you got the matchup is.
Yeah, I know the matchup. I know a lot of stuff about Leo. There's still a lot of stuff about the matchup I don't know, and I'm a bit rusty on the matchup. But I realized in the first round I played him, I realized he's going to be very button heavy with what he's doing, because of the way like a combo dropped and what he did afterward. I was like, yeah, he's pressing buttons. At that point, I knew exactly what I have to do, and after that, yeah, it's plain sailing. The faster you can get the download on a player, the faster you can blow him up. And
That
keeping in mind, I'm a pretty mediocre player
Truer
compared to like
words
thing.
have never been spoken. Once you could find the habit
Yeah.
of a player, just exploit it.
Exploits.
The moment you see a pattern, you gotta exploit it.
Yeah, it's just how it is.
Yeah. And if they realize that you're exploiting their pattern, they should change that pattern. If they don't, keep doing it. It doesn't matter how many times you hit the same button. If they're eating it, that's fair game.
Yep, that is true.
There's no denying it. It might feel bad. You might feel awful about it. Like, you know, you just gotta you gotta do what you gotta do.
That is true.
I mean, at WSO, I felt really bad because I ended up playing I had to play kill shot, and he's a great kid, and he's really good. But at the same time, I felt bad because he's fairly new to the game, and anytime you play a new player, like you want a sandbag, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is a tournament. I'm not going easy on anyone.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's casual or not. Like, be testing new cards as a Claudio. I'm gonna go hard.
One sec.
Yeah, let's see. Are people picking the account pick mix-up coming in right now? Let's see. Who do we have? Let's see, pleases. Ah, someone didn't disconnect the controller. It's not me. I just double checked. It's definitely not me. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys are all doing good. I can't see the chat right now, but hopefully all of you are having a good time, enjoying the stream and having a good evening. And if you're not here at the locals, why not? Come down to XVEG. We should be here every Friday. Elf and NGI running Night of Fighting. So come down, enjoy some quality Tekken and anime games and Mortal Kombat. You know, we got 2D, we got 3D, we got anime. So why not come down? We're seeing Arsene Wenger, I believe, on the Armor King again.
Yep, he's definitely sticking to it tonight.
I respect that. I respect that. Armor King is really interesting as a character. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, he's good, but he's also very dry. Like, a lot of his good moves have to be rinsed, like very heavily rinsed. His down forward one is okay.
What
Some of his pokes are fine, but you really got to rinse it.
Did they make to him to differentiate him from King? Because I know that normal King inherited a lot of his moves.
He did. I feel like Armor King plays a lot more around neutral and has slightly better launch punishment with the Dark Upper. The throw mix-ups and the chain throws aren't as good on Armor King, but I feel like Armor King has always been a lot more about neutral. This is just mainly from what I sort of noticed from other players and such, because I haven't played competitively pre-T7. I've watched some stuff and I've seen some players play it. Like, I've watched like lots of old T5 commentary and Vault and such, but that's sort of the thing I gathered. Like, Armor King was always more about neutral, whereas King always had sort of a lot more mix-up potential. And even like sort of watching JDCR play King, Armor King, there's a lot of neutral. It's just down forward one, and one, and just the mix-ups. You get the chain throws as well, but I don't know. He feels to some degree lackluster. He feels very dry with what he needs to do competitively. I feel like maybe Season 3, I wouldn't actually be very opposed to him getting a better Rage Art. Because his Rage Art is really cool. The concept is really cool.
Round 4.
But it's useless.
Fight.
Is it actually useless?
It's not useless, but it's hard to... It's very situational. Because it's a high, you can duck underneath it. But the moment you get it, assuming your execution is good enough, you can get a unbreakable throw, which is potentially a lot of damage. But if it's someone like Vern that likes to duck a lot, it's useless. Vern spends more time ducking than standing, and anytime he plays a 3D game, it's a bit wild.
It's he's not used to 3D games.
He's not, and it catches people out. It could genuinely be a really strong strategy. But at the same time, man, is it annoying.
If it's annoying you, then it's working.
No, but the thing is, I could play super scrubby and just keep hop kicking him and keep hitting him, but I don't expect him to play dumb. That's the thing. This is a big thing. And I have like a script written down for a video like about this sort of topic, where you have like this sort of honest play styles and stuff, where you're expected to play a certain way, and people respect that sort of. They expect you to play well, and so they don't do certain scrubby tactics. But it's completely pointless, because you might face someone that's playing completely dumb, and you're just gonna get wiped because they're not following the rules.
A good example of a player to watch that does that is Jobin when he plays Street Fighter. That guy is absolutely mental. Like, he does really obnoxious things like wake up overhead and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
So,
Perfect.
you know.
Hey, if it works, it works. And at the
works,
same
it
time, I
works,
can
it works.
respect it. Like, if Claudia had a parry, I'd be doing a lot more obnoxious stuff myself.
It's not dumb when it works.
Yeah, precisely. I can't deny that. If it works, it works. Dude, like, trust me, like, majority of my most, like, funniest Claudia shit comes from the fact that I do a lot of things that shouldn't make sense. Claudia moves recover so fast, you could just do, like, down 2 or down back 3, and the moment we try to whiff punish it, you just hop kick.
Really?
Yeah. They recover crazy fast a lot of the time. But if someone's used to it, then you gotta be a lot more careful. And some characters, it's a lot more risky to do against. If they have a long range whiff punish, you gotta be very careful. You gotta like gauge the distance. So there's some intelligence to like the low IQ play there.
The thing is that to play reckless like that, it's all about conditioning.
Yeah.
Really.
But how much conditioning can you do in a first to 2 is the question.
You could do a lot of conditioning in the first round.
You could. You definitely could.
Because the thing is that players are conditioned, like from not just the first game, it's from their first experience playing that match, or what they understand works. So if you do the unconventional, then it could work out.
Yeah. But the thing is, it really depends, because a lot of it comes down to playstyles. Like, if you play someone that falls victim to it, you can keep doing it. But if you play someone that's really patient, a lot of the time, a lot of our setups don't have enough mix-up potential to do it. Some do, but some don't.
That's a good point, actually. Oh, I've just muted myself by accident, but Josh is back, so I can go now. So whoosh.
Sorry about that.
No worries, my man. No worries.
What did I miss?
We're just talking about scrap tactics pretty much. So obviously there's a lot of things you can do. You can get away with a lot of things. You can do dumb things, and you don't have to play honest per se. If someone falls victim to it, it's fair game, and a lot of the players fall victim to respecting to someone else too much.
Yeah.
They expect someone to play clean and fundamental, and when they don't do it, they just die to it because they keep respecting them. They keep expecting them to not press buttons after frame drops and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's something I'm still kind of getting used to.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I've been practicing Jackie Briggs and MK, and you know, before I'm just picking up the game and I'm trying to go on the offense. Now I'm actually trying to learn her fundamentally, and like I'm focused on defense until I kind of master her offense. But the downside to that is when I'm playing against these MK guys and I'm expecting them to come at me full throttle because I assume they know the matchup, I then respect them too much and I don't go on the offense. I'll do things like I'll block and I'll understand, cool, I'll give up my turn, I want to block. But then if I block something of theirs, I don't then take my turn because I assume they're going to hit me with like a flawless block or a counter. And you know, it's something that I'm getting used to.
Yeah, no, I think This is why it becomes really, really important. If you can, the first round of a game is vital.
Sets the precedent.
Yeah, it sets the precedent. You can learn a lot, and this is what I said about the Leo matchup earlier. First round showed me he's pressing buttons. If he's pressing buttons, I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Literally, pedal to the metal. Everything I can do, every mix-up I can throw, every frame drop I can throw. If he's pressing buttons continuously, I'm still learning. I'm still getting info of him where he's pressing buttons. But at the same time, I'm winning rounds. So I'm already I'm getting double advantage, and that's off of one round.
So you pretty much know, like, for example, if you knock him down, you know he's going to be pressing buttons.
Yeah.
You know you can expect to counter it.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes a big difference. If you can learn a lot from that first round, it makes a huge difference. Obviously, when it's a longer set, if it's like first to 3, first to 5, then you got to be really careful what you do. You really got to buy your strategies and like change your timing throughout the set. But if it's a first to 2, there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Like, I flunked this relatively recently, but I had Kane and Trench on final round, almost 2-0'd them, a revolver, and it was one round away. And that's me. I'm no one good. I've been commentating for like the last few months, so I'm really far out of practice. And Kane is one of the brightest UK has
He's like top 3 UK right now?
Easy. Like I would say top 2 still. Like,
he's Yoshimitsu.
Him and Asim easy, yeah.
Yoshimitsu is pretty disgusting.
He's crazy, but he let his guard down. Like I heard him afterwards talking to Asim and I think Rukang or someone else from DG, and he was like I almost let him win. He almost let me at that point. He didn't realize. He didn't know what to expect. I key charged him first game. I key charged him and won the round off of it.
Wow.
I did like a key charge setup of a Claudius running 2, and he didn't expect it. He didn't expect someone to come out with some scrubby ass tactic and take him that close. Legitimately one hit away. He, to his credit,
so he
ran it back. After he realized, he ran it back and he played magnificent. Like,
his
I can't even be mad.
is one to watch. I can't lie. My first time playing him, again, I don't play Tekken to that level, but I think it's when he was aware of my events in Oxford Circus.
Yeah.
And so the Tekken guys were coming. I knew the Tekken guys were coming down, and one of them said that they wanted to have a chat with me.
Yeah.
So when I was at the venue, the first person to show up, I thought that was him. I thought that was the guy. I didn't know that was Kane.
Yeah.
So he was like, let's play a couple games. I jumped on. I tried to play Steve. I was just getting worked. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. I'm like, what's going on? And then the person who wanted to come and have a chat with me was like, hey, Josh. I was like, oh. So wait, who's that play? That's Kane. Oh, snap. Okay, yeah. I see why I got worked now.
Wait, so you're Josh from the London chat? I've seen you in the London chat before.
Yeah.
Lucas. Hey, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice
Nice to finally meet you, bro. Small world.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, it's always nice to meet more people, especially props for like running events and stuff. That's that's always hats off. I always respect that.
Yeah, that's something I'm trying to do.
No matter small or big, like I respect the hustle. I respect the fact that people put in commitment down. It's effort. It's a lot of effort. I've seen Vern and I've seen Ben were running events. It takes hard. It takes a lot of heart.
I just feel like although esports has grown huge, I feel like the UK is still so far behind.
FGC wise,
to be honest, FGC wise, even in other games, like for example, I don't really hear much about League here unless it's like, okay, you got the University League and stuff like that, and now you got the UK like LC, well, not LCS, was it UK LC and stuff. But before that, you just had Riot coming and doing Worlds here, or ESL coming and doing one event here and then fucking off.
That's
you know what I mean?
true. Some of the ESL, like ESL Birmingham for Dota, was quite good. My girlfriend went down. She enjoyed it a lot. So there's some stuff happening, but no, I agree. There's a lot more that could be done. There's a lot more. There was a meeting a few months ago, I think, with some of the government officials and some like university people and other like esports representatives trying to like organize the scene a bit more and sort of get an idea. But there's definitely a lot more industry that could grow here.
The thing is, I don't feel like any of them are focusing on grassroots. They're just focusing on where they see the money at right now. Like,
but that's the thing. It's always the money. If they don't make profit, then there is no point going into it.
No, but that's the thing. But that's the thing. That's like saying, okay, you have a child, yeah. You raise your child, and you know that you want to raise your child to be, a great man or a great woman one day. To eventually turn into an adult, chase something that's really good and make something of their life. But you won't know that from the beginning. You've got to nurture it. You've got to nurture the potential.
You got to take the chance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a football scout and you go to Sunday League, yeah, you see someone doing skills. He might not be putting something in the net, but you can see that there's something there. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about the potential, really and truly. Like, for example, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm excited and not excited about Riot's fighting game that's coming out.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, cool, it's Riot that's doing it, and yeah, they want to bring more people to FGC and stuff like that. But I feel like it's just going to end up with League in the sense that the only tournaments that people are going to care about are the big ones that Riot throw and other stuff. And then you're going to have people trying to do grassroots, but no one's really going to care about it too
I might
tough.
have to interrupt you there and say it's kind of
Correct
like
me if
that
I'm wrong.
already.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that already.
With what? With League?
No, with FGC in general.
Yes. Yeah, they don't focus on grassroots enough, but I would say the FGC grassroots scene, from what I see, maybe I'm just not clued up in the grassroots League of Legends scene and the grassroots MOBA scene, but I feel like the FGC grassroots scene is a lot more prominent than other grassroots scenes.
But that's because our scene relies on this, I think.
Well, the more of the grassroots MOBA scene and stuff like that is done online. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's very heavily structured. The FGC is a bit of a mess.
It's
Like-
all regulated by the scene itself, so every scene regulates itself. It's just it's like a big country full of different boroughs. It
It's
all
like,
regulates itself.
It's like the Japanese Warlords era, where everyone just has bits and pieces of everything, basically. So
Who's the Shogun, bro? That's
Yeah.
the question.
Yeah, well, let's not answer that question. But yeah, it's not. The FGC is. It's not that sort of scene, and the thing is about esports, and like, there's a reason why you get stuff like even Capcom Cup and Tekken World Tour.
Yeah.
They don't have many sponsors. Tekken World Tour is specifically only bankrolled mostly by Twitch, and some money come from Bandai Namco. For example.
Astro to some degree.
Considering
Cup Noodle in season 1, Astro now. I don't think Astro is mainly funding the Ever tournaments and some prize pools. I don't know how much else they give.
Let me say this. They changed the end prize pot of the finals of the first season last minute to be a lot less than it originally was supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah, because there's not that much money in it. Like, the difference is, and I think the best way I learned this is from Akuro, who's the guy that works at BenQ. He used to supply so many European events with BenQ monitors and stuff like that. But
Where's mine?
they, at the end of the day, the FGC lot, you can't sell them much.
Yeah.
That's why it's really hard to get adverts. Where if you look at stuff like Overwatch, Dota, League of Legends, when you make a PC, you could sell 5 to 6 different parts of PC kit to someone, and all of them could be individual marketed to individual people. The
Yeah.
FGC doesn't have that sort of thing. You
Yeah.
buy a console, you buy a monitor, and you buy a controller. That's it.
PC,
Yeah.
Tekken's best for PC now, though, so we might be
No,
able to
but
get into it.
competitively playing, you'll be playing on console.
Competitively true.
So,
Like, for example, if you was to like, if you let's say you want to speak to, like, let's say a hardware manufacturer like Western Digital to do hard drives, right? A console tournament wouldn't really benefit them too much because, like, everyone has a PS4. No one's unless people are really trying to get external storage on their consoles, which not many people are doing. Can't really upsell that. You won't really see case, manufacturers.
Yeah,
targeting
target audience
a
and
con-
all.
you know what I'm saying? Target
Yeah.
audience and stuff like that. So
and if you notice, a lot of the sponsors that do kit and stuff like that is usually homegrown stores. Arcade Shock is a perfect example of guys that are based in the community.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a very different. The problem is that FGC has nothing to market to get those sort of sponsors, which is the biggest issue that it has.
I think a big issue comes as well from the fact that, let's say, there is no guarantee because of how complex fighting games are and how tight the skill ceiling is. You have no guarantee, let's say, if you sponsor a player so that they showcase your gear or showcase your brand on stream, you have no guarantee they're going to make it to the top. Looking at EVO, looking at Combo Breaker, looking at all the premier events, you never have a guarantee they're going to make top 30, even if they make a top 32, that's not that much stream time.
Yeah.
Not when you have an event of 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's true. They would.
It's you don't get what you're paying for most of the time. For sponsors, it's a big risk, and unless the player like generally makes top 8 most of the time, which even with like the top players, sometimes it's difficult to make that top 8 because it's hard to push that skill ceiling up. We see it happen. Arsenal Ash pushed the skill ceiling way higher up than it's been before. Oh crap, I'm up. Alright. But it's difficult, you know? But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna go try to get another triple perfect or get wrecked myself. But
We'll see. We'll be up here.
fingers crossed.
You got this, man. You got this.
I'll be back.
Just keep up with the hop kicks. Hop kick, hop kick, hop kick. Oh, is this winning semis now?
Almost fell over. Sorry about that.
You know, that isn't too bad when the chair doesn't have armrests. When the chair has armrests and you almost break it, I do this all the time at home.
Oh, it's got one on this side as well.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it's got one armchair on this side, and the other one is.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what happens, that you stand up and then the chair just rotates on its own.
2 out of 3.
You stand up and then the chair just spins on its own and you sit back down and you realize it's not. You almost miss. And it's mad because we don't look before we sit down for the most part. We just instinctively assume, yeah, it's gonna be in the same position.
At the end of the day, I should get a better chair.
And that's how you end up on Fails of the Month, July 2019, August 2019.
And it'll be on stream and everything as well.
Well, at least the camera's not there.
True. Speaking of cameras, getting the cameras in order. You can still target hard drive manufacturers, yeah, of course.
It's
true.
It's swappable technically, but it's not. It doesn't have the same marketing strength as it does on PC. In PC, you are literally, you know, people. You have your brand enthusiasts. You know, I'm gonna get everything Western Digital. I'm gonna get everything HyperX or whatever. You know what I mean? So or SanDisk. But with PS4, you get a PS4 Pro, you have 1 terabyte. You know what I mean? And when I fill up that terabyte, I don't think, okay, let me go get a bigger hard drive and let me swap it out. I think, I've completed this game. I've got my save data in the cloud. Let me just take off because I'm not really playing this game right now and make room for other games. I'll download it when I feel like. So whereas on PC, you have a lot more than just the games. So, and depending on what you're doing, for example, if you're a content creator, you have a lot of video footage as well. So storage is something that you want to go.
Also, if you want to advertise that equipment at a competitive level, you'd have to individually change each console's hard drive, which is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
No, it's true, it's a good point, but in terms of viability, it makes it hard.
Yeah, it's like no one needed to do it before, so why are we gonna do it now? And even if we do change it, is the hard drive going to be on display? Are people gonna notice that it's a Western Digital hard drive in it versus, do you know what I mean?
They'll probably say something like, oh, this tournament has been powered by Western Digital, or blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing with like CPUs and stuff, so.
But then do you really need to swap the hard? I mean, I'm not to promote shady tactics here, yeah, but then do you really need to swap the hard drives? Are you like you're gonna swap the hard drives just to say the event is powered by these guys? You might as well just say the event is powered by them.
Some advertisers will ask you to do that. This is the reason why it's so unviable to do stuff like FGC.
It's weird.
Oh, also, fast lanes. You said that there was an issue with no sound. Is that still the case? Can everyone still hear us? I'm assuming so, because Nippon said that, like, asking about the question of hard drives. So,
is this gonna be a repeat of his last set? So
might be
a 3-0, and then the second one's just gonna be a perfect.
He's going in really hard.
To be honest, with Eddie though, you can't really. I don't know. I wouldn't say you can expect a perfect. He just dances all over the place.
Eddie's actually quite a technical character from what I know. So it's actually kind of interesting to see how much he changed. Oh, rage drive miss. Oh my god, he pressed the button anyway, it doesn't matter.
I feel like if someone gets a perfect against Eddie, that's an achievement. Because you have to know him through and through. You have to know when he's going to just, well, I don't know his skill set, but obviously there's sometimes what I get done up by is he'll go into a handstand and I think that's a move coming out straight away, but no, he enters the stance and then he, you know what I mean? So it's just like...
The thing is that he's quite a niche pick as it is. He's not, I don't know if he's like top tier or anything, but I don't see him get picked very often. I know, is it Jean Ding that picks him specifically? He plays him and Lucky Chloe. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, wait, who did, I think John Ding, plays Eddie. Because I'm just thinking of the match against Pop-Chop. I can't remember what event that was, but when John Ding started rocking back and forth, imitating what Pop-Chop does to get the crowd riled up. I think he was playing Eddie in that match, correct me if I'm wrong.
See that trade?
Jeez.
Fun Life is looking for, there we go.
There we go.
He drops it. Oh, nice dodge on the handspring. Yes.
Oh, of course, he swapped to infinite. He
Yeah.
doesn't want Fun Lab's wall bounces.
Especially for the fact that it corner carries so quickly. But nice interruption there with the hop kick. He's looking for that now. Like every time he goes into handstand
He's got a key
stance,
charge
he
in.
goes
Will he
with
get the
hop
counter
kick.
hit?
This is scary.
Wait, so hold on. When you key charge, it makes your next hit a counter hit, but does it also make the next hit on you a counter hit as well?
I have no idea. I think he was actually pressing the button there.
Yeah.
Because it looks like when that slide was incoming, he was trying to go for something.
Yeah, look back here. I wonder how that hit him. Eddie wasn't.
He probably was looking for some sort of mid to get the party started, and then he just got caught by slide. So it happens basically.
Look at this.
It's just another chapter on what's neutral.
Oh, he's definitely not holding that 3-0. No way. It's not happening again.
Nippon, I'm going to read that in a bit.
I'll have a look at it. There's a lot of limitations.
By the way, Commander Nippon, he's one of my team members.
Okay.
So he's currently living in Scotland. He moved up there because he had a little daughter.
Okay.
So he's got a wife.
Congratulations.
And kids. Like it was from a year ago. I went up and saw them last week.
Okay.
She's the cutest, I swear.
Family comes first.
She's so adorable. And Fun Life takes that.
Again.
Yeah, man is... I'm losing track of all of my scenes. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Can you not label the scenes the next clip?
I can, but I'm too lazy.
Fair enough. I mean,
I'm
when I
gonna
see
now.
complex setups, like for example, whenever I see whenever I'm at like WSO or something, and I see kind of the stream setup, and I'm seeing fat mixers, a lot of buttons to the point where they're labeled and stuff, it is crazy.
Toasty Fujin, stay on! Kabanga, you're up!
Does he prefer to be called Benga? I just call him Benga. Or Arsene Benga.
I just call him that for short because it's easier. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that. Fun Life is on his way back. Hello. What's up? Huh? He's not here today. He's left everything for me. So I was like, fair enough, mate. So yeah,
How's it going, bro? You alright? So what he was saying was that. Oh, I'll wait for you to come back actually.
Right, there we go.
So going back to the hard drive discussion,
Yeah.
What was being said in the chat was that being pessimistic about, when we were talking about the hard drive things in consoles and stuff, saying being pessimistic could like you've already lost a potential sponsor, which I do understand that. But I mean,
optimism is a great thing.
It's all about exploring opportunities.
Yeah.
Just because currently someone may or may not see an opportunity there and then, discussion can lead to new ideas.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think, honestly, what I want to see... Oh my god, that reset. But what I would really want to see is... I think the publishers, especially, need to start putting more faith into their games. Tekken is a fantastic game, and I think a lot of the FGC...
What is this?
Even a lot of the FGC outside of Tekken would agree that Tekken is one of the best games to watch because of how hype it is, how hype they made it.
I love it. I love watching Tekken.
They did a good job. Why not put more faith into it? Why not invest more money? It could potentially pay off. There's a lot of money to put
because they've already invested enough.
I suppose a lot of money would have been lost on the T7 development if when it didn't fire up too much.
Well,
and the fact that it was an arcade as opposed to whole release as well.
Well, could you imagine if that version of Tekken 7 came out?
Oh, it would have been awful. It would have messed things up big time. Because it would have burnt a lot of people. A lot more than it did.
So this is the reason why they did arcade first.
Yeah.
So that stuff.
What, an extra beta phase?
Well, yeah.
Location testing is important in that sense.
It's like that. Plus, it's a way of making the money back early on a project.
Yeah.
Because the thing is about console release, it's sort of a long-term thing.
Yeah.
But where with the arcade, you could produce the game with the minimum amount of content and then build it up over time, and you're getting an automatic return.
Especially when you're charging like 15 grand per.
It's a good early access model, isn't it?
Well, it's like consider it this: you pay 45, 50 quid for a game, right? If you played in the arcade, you'd probably spend £120 within the first 3 months.
Yeah.
Easily.
True. I mean, true. I mean, it depends on the model. Like, for example, if you look at, let's say Las Vegas Arcade.
Yeah.
In Soho, right?
Keep in mind, I work there.
Okay, cool.
No,
No, it's true. But
So you already know what I'm about to mention, because this was mentioned to me by a fellow Tekken player. Like, before, you pay on pound and you get what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
yeah, but that's a consoleized version of the game. See how it works in the arcade in both Japan and the international version of Tekken 7. It's £1 per credit. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what Las Vegas changed it to now, isn't it?
No, yeah, maybe sort of. I think. I'm not too sure. I haven't been there in about 2 weeks. So, it's definitely a very different way of doing things.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I love seeing that King stuff. I love it.
But it's. I think what really sucks is I've mentioned this before in different discussions. It comes down to the fact that FGC doesn't want to become esports. There's esports and there's FGC.
This opens up a whole new discussion.
It really does. It really does. But I think it's a discussion that needs to be held.
It was. Do you know what? It's that Rick James skit, right? Where the guy goes, everyone wants to be an N, but no one wants to be an N.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the FGC works.
Yeah.
So the thing is, people want bigger production, better streams,
more money,
more content, more money, and all this sort of thing. But all of it comes with a trade-off.
Regulations, standards.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the trash talk, standardizing it as a sport. There's a lot of trade-off.
Yeah, because I think. What was it? It was I remember a discussion. I was watching a video that King J done on this discussion, and it got me thinking. Like, you have the natural energies you see at FGC tournaments. Pop-offs, excitements, and stuff like that. And then in comparison to, let's say, a League of Legends tournament, everyone's composed. They might pop off at the end of a match there, but then at the end of the day, shake hands, walk off the stage gracefully, so on, so on, so.
The thing is, if they pop off too hard, Riot's going to fight them. So,
Well, the thing is, you do have both. Overwatch League is a good example.
but even Overwatch League, they had someone. What did they do? Did they do like just the OK symbol on stream and Riot and Blizzard had to apologize and ban it or whatever it was?
No, that's different because that is also a scene of. It's also a symbol of white supremacy. It's not that exact thing, but it's something similar to that.
And all it takes is someone to connect it to you and say,
it wasn't original.
It wasn't originally that way, but this is at the time.
Wasn't 4chan also memeing how the crap about it? Like, didn't 4chan have the whole thing where we tried to fool like journalists into thinking that milk is the symbol of white supremacy?
Yeah, but this is
what?
This
4chan is wild.
This
you gotta love 4chan.
But this is an issue that people need to understand. That things that will have to be, you have to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people need to get is that you need to have that. Okay, cool. Well, Fun Life, you're back up.
Oh my god. Wait, is this grand finals now?
Yeah, it's grand finals.
Oh, Jesus Christ, already?
Oh boy, here we go again.
No 3-0s this time.
I think this time I can't win.
I mean, the thing is, I can
Yeah, you get reset. It's just 2 out of 3 still.
I can understand regulations to that extent because you have some people that will go too far, or some people that will do things that either they're unaware of, or they can get. At the end of the day, the person doing it isn't going to get the brunt of the backlash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, for example, I can't remember what Arsenal match. No, it wasn't even an Arsenal match. I think it was either an Arsenal match or it was during the World Cup. But basically, Xhaka and Shaqiri, 2 football players, they must have, in a goal celebration, the way they kind of celebrated it, kind of it had relation to like some sort of political issue, like either in that country or between that country and another one, and it went to shit. So it's like.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament South.
I just had Tales of Mr. E try and offer me pizza, and I appreciate it, but I can't eat pizza.
Why not?
Digestive issues. I wish I could eat it. Like, it gives me the most dangerous of heartburn. Right, Pun Life is coming from winners. Oh, nice side step. And Arsenal takes first game. Can this be the person he was looking for in terms of being able to stop the train? Oh, nice hop kick.
Sorry, just give me 1 second.
Nah, it's fine. Do what you need to do. Anti-air hop kick. What is life? Just has enough health to take it. Is that death? Oh wow, it is. Got him reaching a little bit too far. Nice anti-air to interrupt the strings. Ghost flip blockable. I'm assuming that's unblockable. They're really trading blows.
Let me get back into this match right now. Okay, it's already a 1-1. So yeah, no 3-0s. Like, oh, okay.
Oh wow, he cancels it.
I think he's trying to bait some sort of. He's trying to trick him.
Man. Pun
But
life
patience
was going-
and then that kick.
Yeah, he was going in super hard.
Jesus. Oh wow, that side switch.
Stage break as well.
I love that sound.
That sound basically means that you made a wrong decision.
Oh, look at the trades. Look at the blocking.
Ooh, nice hop kick. Now he's got to make the most of it.
No drops.
He
He's
goes
getting a
for a
key charge. Oh,
He called his bluff. Never mind.
ouch, countered. What? So wait, does Armor King have parries and King doesn't or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong person to ask. But what's interesting that time is that Arson went for unblockable, and Pun Life basically showed it no respect, because previously he did an unblockable and Pun Life respected it and got hit.
But I would have thought that he would have punished him to death or something. But I guess I'm not really aware of the damage that can be done from certain combos. That I think I must have seen a video the other day or something, and the guy was talking about the most damage you can get with Kazumi from a low parry, and it was like 50 something, and I just thought, what? 50 something damage, but that's the highest damage you can get from a low parry? What? That don't make sense.
Well,
Got hit with his own hop kick. I don't know what to say. I want to say so many things about this match, but I'm such a basic at Tekken. The way Benga just took that round was aesthetically pleasing to watch. It was elegant, and that's what I kind of like. I like watching Tekken because I find the gameplay so smooth. You know, obviously it's video games, you don't expect 100% realism, but in terms of just like the way the characters move, the punches and stuff like that, it all just looks so nice to me.
Tekken's quite easy to follow. Like, oh man, didn't kill
Again,
that.
parried. Well, let me not say
Tekken's-
parried, but come on.
Tekken's quite easy to follow at face value. Like, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. You know,
Like that.
Yeah, you know, if someone's watching Dragon Ball Z at the beginning, it's kind of like, I feel like when you're watching Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like when you're playing League and you're in a team fight and you're like, where is my character?
Yeah,
You just don't know like so many things going on the screen. Like, gee, all right, like,
the skirmish.
yeah. Oh,
That's a reset.
Benga is having none of it.
He is having none of it. That is a reset, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
may have left Arsenal, but I'm still on my job.
We have a reset. Yeah, it's 2 out of 3 the whole tournament, guys. Just make you all
Bow,
aware of
bow,
that.
bow, bow.
Woo!
Is he gonna break the stage? No.
Oh, he misses the follow-up. Oh, that could be bad. He
Punish
blocked it.
that. Yeah, come on. Oh my days, are you serious?
Fun life. No.
Fun life, what's going on? Boy, you the cancel actually worked.
Burn everything for that.
I was gonna say, you better just do a rage out and pray for the armor.
I don't even think he had enough life. I think he would have died if he
If it-
tried to trade or something.
But if Benga tried to check him with a low kick, probably would
I
have.
think it would have killed him. He had such little life.
Oh, he went for that. So I was about to call it something, I completely forgot the word.
Oh, nice hop kick.
But what will it amount to though?
Corner carry.
Yeah, and then Benga's just gonna get up and he's gonna counter him again.
Nice.
Nice.
Fun Life just needs to finish those rounds, which is kind of interesting to say after him running through so many people this tournament. Nice shoulder check.
A lot of forward. They're just trying to get that real estate.
Yeah, it's just trying to establish zoning. Try to establish that zone where your buttons are more effective than your buttons. Ooh, nice hop kick again.
Is he gonna change stage?
I think he might.
No, he drops it.
No.
Oh, that's gonna do
a stage
damage.
break. No. Oh, he takes it.
It's not okay. Cool. Oh, so teching it just reduces the damage. It doesn't
Yeah,
actually break.
it would have killed him if it didn't.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I've seen King do a lot of damage with that.
Oh, no. Slow mo didn't work out for you, mate. Sorry. Oh, King can reverse, not parry legs and right punches. Interesting.
Oh, is that what it's called? A reverse parry?
No, it's a reversal.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming if you get hit with certain things, you can change it into something else.
Wow. Oh god. Yep. I was waiting for the low checks. He just stomped on him like he's an ant. No respect. Big whips. It's just giving Benga these little pokes. He's lost so much HP already.
Yeah, it's because he's been waking up, pressing buttons every single time. So that's a reversal. If you notice, like, Pun Life woke up and pressed the button every single time.
I think Benga's probably been watching and been thinking, this guy's been a little aggressive with the people he's been playing, and he just catches them out on the whiffs.
Yeah, Arson plays quite a slow game compared to a lot of other players.
He's very patient.
Yeah, very much so.
I think that comes with playing Miguel anyway. Would you say? I said I think that comes with playing Miguel anyway. Would you agree?
I think so. Yeah, I definitely get that. And from playing Negan as well.
Ah, that's
You really have to space well with Negan. Oh, is Toasty Fujin going? Oh,
Said he's definitely coming back.
no. Oh, I hope so. It's been quite tonight. Oh, nice running power bomb.
There was a clip.
Oh, see, did you see that reversal?
Nah, I missed it. I was literally just going for my phone. You missed a crucial moment. It's kind of like, you know, when you're in school, you take a day off and that's when apparently everything's happened. There was like 5 fights. Trying to catch him with the cancel.
Oh, he caught him. Oh,
off
good
me.
throw tag.
Ouch, a sidestep. You see, I was about to say something about Benga's sidestep. So, in the, I think in the second Tekken tournament I did, Friday Fight Nights, yeah. No. I did one up in Stratford, so it was Tekken Tuesdays, right? And I can't remember who Benga was facing. And, you know, he was facing Rukang. I think Rukang was playing Armor King. And Benga was just like on a shred of life left. And Rukang had finished the combo with like the throw that puts him on the ground and stuff. And as he approached, I think he dropped with the jump kick, and Benga literally woke up, sidestepped, rage guard in like a split second, and just took the round with that. I'll find the clip and I'll show you. But it was one of those ones like, wow, seriously.
Huh. That is something.
When you see it, in fact, you know, I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna watch this match. But I'm gonna try to find it as well at the same time. I know where I'm gonna find it.
Good block. Pun Life really needs this round. Oh,
There
yes,
we
just
go.
made it.
Final round. Fight.
game is so important. It's gonna break stage? No, it doesn't quite. Spends it to keep himself safe. Nice check. Ooh, Shining Wizard. This might be a full conversion.
Oh no! Come on. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, that
What
sucks.
a low parry.
That sucks. I actually thought he was gonna get the set point back.
What a low parry.
That's so unfortunate.
GG's, Fun Life. He's out of there.
But he definitely put on a show. He definitely
No,
put on a
definitely.
show like this stream. I mean that 3-0 into a 3-0 perfect. That was calculated.
It was. I think Gabenga was just so much more patient, and that's what basically changed all of it, really. Right, that's the end of our tournament, actually.
There we go. There we go. Check this out.
Lol.
He just took it like that. So when I saw him wake up, when I saw him, I think it was a round before this last one here, where he just literally just sidestepped and closed it off with a stomp. I was just like, yeah, typical Benga.
I think at a point it has to almost be premeditated, really. Like,
It's one of those where you have to be willing to take the risk.
yeah.
Definitely. Like, but at the end of the day, when you're in that situation, it's like, well, I'm gonna die anyway, so why not?
Might as well go for it. Might as well go for it. But, alright, everyone, give it up for our winner. Gabenga takes it, with Pun Life finishing second, and Toasty Fuji coming third. Good stuff, guys. Brendan's just laughing his ass off in chat. Jeez.
But you say he lost his first match on purpose, so he had more games. Oh,
That would be something.
I mean, he was just out here to download data, and the data got downloaded.
What happened in that case? But yeah, that is our tournament. We don't have any others. this
No
week.
others.
Nah, no others for at the moment.
Oh, we
didn't
didn't
have
get.
enough,
We didn't
underlines.
get another MK player. I would have joined. Would have
Yep.
joined to make that happen.
It's the fact that we have MK players in the first place is kind of surprising. But yeah,
Fun Life, talk to us, man. Talk to us, man. Get the headset on, baby. Talk to us, man. What happened? What happened, man? The same thing that you were talking to the guy that you done the 3-0. You was like, oh yeah, you realize he's pressing buttons. What happened? You fell under the same spell.
I think it's not the buttons that doomed me. So there's a few things, and I was just like, me and Benga were actually talking about it just now. So there's a few things. So from what I remember, you're meant to sidestep. Like Armor King is meant to be relatively steppable, so I kept trying to step, and I kept getting caught with down forward one. That was one thing. The other thing I did is I whiffed a lot of jabs in his face, and he got forward 2-1 pretty much every time. Spot on punish, really good with punish. So that was the other big thing I did. And the third big thing I did, which ties in with the second one, is some of his moves had pushback. They have a lot of pushback, and I would be like, oh, I can probably just like jab a little bit just to see what I can do. And you just get hop kick off of it, and you would run away with it. And yeah, no, spot on. And I did a lot of really risky stuff. I was throwing out a lot of shoulders, which are literally launch punishable. More than launch punishable, but like -18. I don't think there's a card in this game that could not launch punish this. So it's really risky. I'm really annoyed about the fact that I had him on final round twice, and I just didn't play off of that advantage. But you know, it's Benga. I can't be too mad about it. He's a solid player. He played well. He played well to his advantage. I know what I did wrong. I know what to learn from. So.
And then next time, different results.
Yeah, no, I told him run back next time, for sure.
Money match.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm too poor at the moment for that.
Then you win some money, confidence.
Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe
That's not how this works. I've got prize money for you in your banker actually.
Wait, do I get prize money?
Yeah.
Your second place.
I'll take it.
Top 2 get money. Alright, I need some -£3 from here because that's someone's entry fee.
Ben, you can't see on stream, but Ben's doing some heavy mathematical work here.
That doesn't make any sense. 27. Oh, okay. 24.
8 times 3 is 24, yes.
I know.
Self-calculation.
Thank you. Thank you, Papa.
Always
And
happy to help.
And 9 plus 10 is 21.
Hey,
Man, blew me up like that. I appreciate it.
I got you anytime.
Quick maths.
Don't do that to me. Right, I need more change. I have done this incorrectly. Problem is I don't have enough change, so there you go.
Yo, that's my entry made back. Thank you very much. I'm not complaining. I'll be back next week with the same money. Hey, you gotta reinvest, innit?
Of course. And you made extra on top as well.
Yeah.
So that means more beers.
No, that means I can come for 2 weeks straight.
Apparently you was tipsy. May have been tipsy.
I've had 3 beers today, yeah, already.
One Life, would you mind giving this to Gabanga for me?
Yeah. I'll go do it.
£14 there. Right. How have you liked it today?
I've enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't expect to be on commentary, but you know, life is full of different experiences, really and truly. But no, I enjoyed it. I'm trying to immerse myself more and more in the scene that I'm taking part in. You know, you can't just be a tournament organizer behind the scenes. So I'm trying to, I'm turning up to stuff like, Red Bull on Thursdays, other events, stuff like that, just to kind of, network with people and become a familiar face. I enjoy watching. I'm a pretty, I enjoy watching gameplay as much. How people will make when people that don't really understand, for example, streaming, when.
Benga's leaving, so I'm gonna go try to get a rematch.
Okay.
When people let me say people from the outside were having their comments on live streaming and it's oh, why would you watch someone play a game when you can play it yourself and stuff like that. Me, I'm the kind of person where I enjoy watching gameplay, especially if it's going to be better than mine.
Yeah.
So to be honest, sitting here watching the fights that were going on, even when I came in and I saw people playing what game is that? Under Night, Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. It's all enjoyable to watch and to be able to even speak on it. Even though I'm not the best, I wouldn't say I'm the best commentator. I'm not even close to commentary, but you know, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I just enjoy being in this environment, really and truly, you know. So no,
Yeah,
I definitely, I'm glad I came down. But I'm very glad I came down.
That's the main thing, really. Right, because there's not much else going on, we will sign off on the stream because it frees me up to do other stuff as well. But it's been a good Tekken tournament. Hopefully we'll have more games next time. Until then, guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging out for a stream. Josh, it's been nice for you to...
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been really good, and thanks to Pun Life to helping out with commentary when we can. Until then, guys, please take care of yourself, and we'll be back next week with some more Night of Fighting and Fighting Fridays. Until then, guys, see you then.
See you later.
again. Doctor, can't you see I'm dying? But I wanna stand up just for your love.